Hey everybody, it's me. I'm back. I am Leah from Fit for More Store. If you do not know me, I own Fit for More Store, a intentional stationary boutique. I do not know what's going on here. I'm gonna try to fix it. But an intentional stationary boutique with all products that is literally going to help you with your mindset so you can create the life you desire and you deserve. I am coming back with another YouTube video. If you have not already checked out any of the other videos, please do. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Today, I'm really going to be talking about all things personal development and success. I'm really going to be talking about bringing your dreams to life, right? And so a lot of times people think it's woo-woo and that it takes a lot of effort. But really, if you went back to one of my first videos, you would see and hear that I really talk about how you manifesting the life you desire is not some magical thing that you have to do. Literally, it's just a shift of the mindset and knowing the type of power that you have within yourself to bring those things to life. On a daily basis, we're manifesting anyway, whether you know it or not, you're manifesting anyway. So when you're consistently having bad thoughts and negative things and you're dwelling on the negative things, you might find yourself saying, oh my gosh, not one more thing. I can't take one more thing. But the reality of it is that you're always focusing on those things that are going wrong. So you're bringing more of those things to you. And on the flip side, if you want to focus on more positive things or focus on your outcomes, then you attract more of those things to you. So I'm going to be talking about today a few key things that you can do on a daily basis before you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning. And I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about it. And I want to be able to kind of talk about it in terms of where maybe it's not more commonly discussed. Like, so we all know visualization. We all know writing affirmations and journaling. Of course, if you don't have your journal from Fit for More Store, head there now. But we all know those things. But the reality of it is, I don't believe that people are using things as effectively and or they think it's like a microwave solution. Hey, here's my affirmation. Universe, go ahead, make it happen right now. And it doesn't always work like that. A lot of times the reality of it is that you're not aligned with the actual things that you want. So they're in queue and they're waiting for you to become ready. And when I say for you to become ready, I mean for you to be the newer you that aligns with the actual desires. And so before I get into even tip number one, I don't want to save this until the end. I actually want to give it to you now so that you can understand how it works. But there are the you that is showing up today, the you that is showing up today, and the you that is watching this YouTube video today already has things in your life. You already have things in your life. You already have a bank account with some money in it. You already have a relationship of some kind or relationships with different people, friends. You already have family. The way that your life is right now is really an indicator of who you are right now. So what your life looks like right now is based on who you are. The version of you that is showing up today has the life that you have right now. In order to have a different life, you can't be the same version. So if you are a person and your bank account is consistently not having money in it, there is the version of you that needs to be released to be aligned with a bank account that has more money in it. If there is a version of you that is not able to make relationships work, and every single time you're falling out with friends or family or things like that, there is a version of you that has to go away in order for the new version of you to be able to accept these loving friendships. So there's some healing that needs to be done. There are some limiting beliefs that need to be removed. There are some habits and actions that need to change. There are some perceptions that need to be looked through with a different lens. So that is what I mean when I'm saying you can't be the same you. So there is a scripture in the Bible, and it always says you can't pour new wine into old bottles, right? You're not going to be able to get the new things you want if you're showing up as the same old you. That is why I don't really believe in the whole new year, new me. Not really. Not if the old you is still showing up. It won't be a new me. And so I want to talk about these things that can help you be able to bring a newer you, right? And it does require some shedding. I got to let go of these beliefs. I got to let go of this perception. I have to let go of these habits. I have to let go of these expectations. I have to let go of these hurts, right? And so one is using visualizations before you go to bed. There's not a night that I have not done that. And maybe one day I will show you how many times, how many check-ins I've had on my in my meditation app. But I do not go to bed at nighttime without a visualization of some type, right? So before you go to bed, and you can do this when you wake up in the morning too, but I love to do it at nighttime because then you have so many hours for that to pretty much seep into your subconscious mind. You may even dream about it. You may have been having some issues and you'll get clarification through your dreams, things like that. So before you go to bed, spend a few minutes imagining you actually having achieved the goal. You actually have, who's there? What are you wearing? What are you saying? How do you feel? Like, you have to be able to put yourself in the actual place of the achievement or whatever that desire is. See yourself in that moment, like take in all the feelings, right? Like I'm getting just like goosebumps just even talking about it. But you want to use your senses to make it as real as possible. You may or may not have heard this before, but the subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what's not real. It only knows what you plant there. So if you are going to make it as real as possible, you continue to do it over and over again, it's going to find all the things to help make this visualization a reality. The more real it becomes, the more likely you are going to be able to achieve your dream. So I like to do it before I go to bed. And there are some times when I wake up really early in the morning and instead of getting on social media or checking my email or my text messages, I actually just leave my phone on Do Not Disturb for an allotted amount of time, just so that I'm not disturbed if I choose to wake up in the morning and do that in the morning. But do it before bed, preferably, but you also can do it early in the morning. You want to be able to set intentions for your subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is going to be most active when you're asleep, right? Your thoughts tend to shut off. A lot of times people can't even like meditate during the day because they're like, oh, I'm thinking about my grocery list and I'm thinking about my kids and I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking about that. And there's so many things going through your mind. It's so much easier. That's why I said do it before you go to bed. It's so much easier to do before you go to sleep. So set your intentions for what you really want before you go to bed. A lot of times I work on my business before I go to bed. I'm writing out my goals. I'm writing in my journals. I'm setting my affirmations for my life and for my business and everything before I go to bed. I am literally, one of my favorite things to do is to say it in terms of, I am so happy and grateful now. I'm so happy and grateful now. Why? Because it's like I'm thanking God, the universe, or whoever you want to use. I am thanking God before I even get it, right? Before I even get it, let me thank you. Let me thank you for these 4-figure days in my business. Let me thank you for, my healthy family. Let me thank you for my loving relationships. Let me thank you, right? And so I'm calling those things, call those things that are not as though they were. I'm calling things as they are. Right? And I'm basically saying out of my mouth and making those declarations. So 1, I'm visualizing, I'm having a feeling, right? 2, I'm setting the intentions. 3, I'm giving gratitude for it like I already have it, right? And so again, the whole secret is doing it in the format that you already have it. You already achieved it. You're already, and you're taking actions for these things. So that's one of the last things is like, it's not just about saying stuff. It's not about just thinking positively. It's not just about saying the affirmations. It's not just about writing in your journals, but you have to take the actions, right? And so, for example, if you're a business owner and you would like to see a 6-figure year, you can't be afraid to send out the communication to potential customers about your business. If you are afraid of sending out potential communication about your business, then that means there's a part of you that needs to go so that the new person, the new you, is showing up and you're like, I'm not afraid. I know that in order to be able to have a 6-figure business, I need to be able to talk to this many people. These people need to be able to see my business, right? If you're a student and you're trying to get good grades in school, and you're trying to manifest good grades, it's not just like, oh, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm getting all A's on my test, because you have to take the action of studying so that you can get the grades that aligns with the person who's passing the test and getting the good grades and who has the scores to get into, colleges or whatever it is you want to do. If you're someone and you're attempting to manifest, maybe it's a relationship in your life. Well, you're not going to get it if you're not putting yourself in position to meet the new people for the relationship, right? So whatever it is, it's not just you saying things. It's not just you writing in your journal. It's not just you putting the intention in your subconscious mind, but you have to be able to take the actions towards your goal each day as if you were the person that's already achieving those dreams. A person who's making 6 figures a year or 7 figures a year, they're working hard in the background. They're not just sitting around writing their journals and working out and, they're not doing anything. They're networking, they're making moves, they're talking to whoever they have to talk to. They're not afraid of no. They're not being afraid of rejected. They're not trying to lower their prices, hoping to attract people. And so whatever that situation is in your life that you are attempting to do, you have to be able to take consistent action towards it. So in conclusion, and I'm glad I'm literally keeping this under 35 minutes today, but in conclusion, again, what I want to say is that when you're trying to bring something to your reality, you're doing it. You're doing it every single day. You just have to have a shift of your mindset, and you have to be able to bring a newer version of yourself to the table, a newer version of yourself to your dreams, a newer version of yourself to your journaling. A lot of times people are not using journals and planners. And of course, I'm going to plug this every single time, but Fit for More journals and planners literally will have you remove a lot of those limiting beliefs. There's a vision board in the front of here. There's mindset work in the front of here. There's all types of things. There are places for accountability partners, things like that. Every single guided journal and guided plan that we have is for you to be able to shed a part of yourself that no longer is serving you and where you want to go right now, and bringing forth the version of yourself who literally desires and deserves all of those things. So remember, it's not about positive thinking. It's also about taking action. But more important than taking action is taking intentional action and showing up as the person that you want to receive the dreams and desires that you have. I hope that was helpful today. Leave me a comment below to let me know. Again, if you've watched this far, you have not liked and subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and click like and subscribe. Turn on your notification channel so that you can get more videos like this to help you create the life you absolutely desire, but most of all, the one that you deserve.